the most in 2023, what to expect from the offense and defensive coordinator. We're going to talk about that and more. Cdubb, Bobby, Haize, we in the building today. We're going to get into it. First, we got to play that intro, though.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
Fellas, we in the building, man. We had a fairly quiet part of the Bears offseason, which I'm not mad with because that first week Ryan Poles had us working. All the damn 10 p.m. drops. Like, I don't know why you waiting to drop information last minute. That's how secretive that motherfucker is. He like, we can't even announce our signings until late in the day. Like, it's
for real. He went to kick it with his wife, talked something with the kids, and was like, I guess Bears Nation can find out now what I did earlier.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and release it. But I want to talk about it today, man. The Bears that are still here, right? And so what Bears that are, I know we have the draft coming up, but what Bears do you guys want to see step it up, their game up the most in 2023? Who wants to take this one away first?
I'll go, and I have a very specific target that I think that everybody is just looking past, and everybody think he's just automatically a great player. Jalen Johnson.
You motherfucker.
Jalen Johnson. Hey, man, I've been saying this since last season while we was doing the games. Jalen Johnson had a subpar year yesterday, and then I think that went on the wayside with Bears Nation. He was getting beat a lot by inferior receivers. It looked like he was out of shape. He was definitely getting beat a lot. So Jalen Johnson will be my number one player to improve his game. And he needs to step up to the plate because a lot of people saying he a shutdown corner, and I don't see it. Also, I just want to add in, I just asked for one of these young guys to come in and really take the reins. They got a chance to come in here, rate, and make high contributions to this NFL team. Travis Gibson and Dominique Robinson. We talked a lot about them last season.
Yeah,
I need at least one. I'll take both, but I need at least one of y'all to step up and take the reins of that defensive line, bringing pressure on the quarterback. And that'd be my own.
Bro.
Okay.
I respect it. Jalen Johnson was definitely on the top of my list because in a 3-year career with the Chicago Bears, one interception in the state. He got only one interception in 3 years. I get it. A lot of balls wasn't going his way, but that is not what is it's not good for what we trying to do. And I'm gonna say this: don't be surprised if he gone on draft day. That's just my opinion. He might be out of there. That's just me. I believe. Bro, Ryan Poles is a cold brother. He don't play that. I wouldn't put it on wax, but I believe if it happened, don't be surprised with my man trying to recruit some more picks. But I'm gonna go with another guy, Chase Claypool. Look, you had your look. You came in the middle of the season. You didn't have that offseason time to work with Justin Fields. You didn't have all that time to get acclimated into the system. But there was some games to where you was on the sideline and Jay Fields had to tell you, like, hey, chill out. We ain't doing that over here. So now you get this full off season. You got to show up, bro, and be legit number 2 or 3. You got to show up. And then just an honorable mention, Braxton Jones. I got to mention him. Good rookie season. But I feel that this season he needs to solidify his spot. There should be no conversations on who the next left tackle should be if Braxton Jones solidify his spot this season.
I like that. I like all those picks. That all solid. You guys all hit the nail on the head. I'm gonna go one that I think we all know, but I'm gonna start off with Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert has to step it up. Like, you are now going to probably be our RB1. If Donta Foreman comes in on a 1-year contract and is the one before you, we got some problems. He has to step it up this year. Khalil Herbert, and that's not to say that he had a bad year, but it's going to, now you are now looked at. You don't have the David Montgomery safety blanket. Everybody's looking at you and what you're going to do. Your inexperience in pass blocking is going to be exposed. We're going to be looking at your growth there. We're going to be looking at now, how do you do when you don't have David Montgomery to bruise up that defensive line? Khalil Herbert has to step it up. Now, he still has a damn good running back that's going to be sharing those touches with them in Donta Foreman, and I still think we may even get another running back in the draft. But at the end of the day, Khalil Herbert has to step it up big time. And I'm going with him. I'm going 2 skill position in this one. Chase Claypool next up. You got to. You came in. You had the built-in excuse. The OC did not develop plays for you. he's doing that this offseason. Hopefully,
Yep,
you have a full offseason with Justin Fields. You've already been working out with him, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney. You guys have all been working out, being kumbaya. Chase Claypool has to step it up because we know you want to get paid. If you want to get paid by the Chicago Bears, you got to step it the hell up. Period.
Facts.
Oh wow, that's some great choices.
And let's not overlook Eddie Jackson too, by the way. But go ahead, cook Cdubb.
Yeah. I like that Eddie Jackson too. But I also want to throw this guy in there because I think it ain't set that he is a key part of the future of the Chicago Bears. I think he's good, but Kyler Gordon got to continue to do great things.
For sure.
He had a horrible, I'm gonna say, 2/3 of the season. They really picked on the kid. He came along at the end of the season. But I want to see if it's more of the first part of the first 2/3 of the season, or if it's more of the last third of the season. I like Kyler Gordon. He got a lot of athletic gifts that can contribute to this team. But I think it's between the ears, and he showed a little bit at the end of the season. I want to see if he continue that.
Agree. I like that pick. But Haize, why you say Eddie Jackson real quick?
Why I say Eddie Jackson? Not to say
Was
that
it
he
the injury?
No, I mean, he didn't have a bad season. I like the season that Eddie Jackson had, but he's about to get paid. So you got to step it up this season.
Oh, okay.
That's why I put him on there.
The
Like, I like the
extension kick in,
season
right?
that Eddie Jackson had, but you if you want to get paid and you want another contract with the Bears, it's time for you. You got to step it up this season.
For sure. That makes sense.
Who y'all got the most confidence in that they will come through with that with y'all picks? I got the most confidence in Dominique Robinson out of my 3 picks that he could come in and show up. What about y'all picks? Who you got the most confidence in that could come through for the Chicago Bears out of your picks?
Out of my picks, I'm gonna say Braxton Jones because he was a rookie, but he still plays solid, and I think that's the safe way to go. But I think like if you want to take a gamble on somebody, I'd probably say Chase Claypool simply because now you got a full off season.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say Claypool as well. I think Claypool is going to step up in a major way. Having DJ Moore there as the number one is going to take out a lot of pressure off Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool, and I think they're going to thrive in that. So I'm looking at Claypool to have a big season. I'm looking for him to step up, and I think we're going to walk away from the season with this wide receiver core and realizing, hey man, we got a pretty damn good wide receiver core, but I think Claypool is going to step it up big time.
I ain't mad at that. I think he's going to have a big year. He's going to have a monster year. I think Claypool.
So let's get it.
One-on-ones?
Hunt number ones.
I mean, he get one-on-ones all game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of one. If all 3 of our wide receivers, the top 3, step up in the way that we think they can, they're going to get a lot of weight. It's going to be a lot of mismatches potentially there for the Bears, bro.
Yeah, because a lot of people missing that. A lot of people is underrated that Robert Tanya signing.
Oh, yeah.
He can ball.
Yeah,
and that's his 2 tight end set now that you can run.
Yeah. Yeah, throw that on top of everything. Like, it's about to be a nice season. We still got to improve that offensive line, but you got to say that with everything. Next up, though, so we talk a lot about players, right? But how do you think the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators need to step up next season? We have first-year coordinators on both sides of the ball. There were some flashes of solidness, more so on the offensive side. There's some on the defensive side, too, if I'm being fair. But how do you think they need to step up next season?
Oh, wait.
Go ahead, nephew.
I was going to say offensive. Luke Getsy, first thing first. Man, always came out with a beautiful first drive, put points on the board. But we need more complete games. We need him calling more complete games to where it's not like a third and 10 and you running a draw or something like that. Do what you did in that New England game after that extended. They had like I think a 10-day break before they played New England on Monday night. And that was a great, the game was called great. We need more of that from Luke Getsy. And on the defensive side, I say pass coverage was solid for majority of the year, but you got to figure out a way how to get some pressure on the opposing team's quarterback. No way should your safety be the leading sack, should have the most sacks, a rookie safety at that. He should not have the most sacks on your team, bro. You got to get that defensive line charging and applying pressure.
Agreed.
Okay. I want to start off with this defensive coordinator, Alan Williams. I want to give him a fair shot. Like the talent, he was devoid of talent last year. Let's just be honest. He had some some veterans out there throwing games in Roquan Smith. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say I ain't gonna say no names,
This
but
man
he threw a
said
game.
throwing games.
He threw a game. He had a game with no tackles. Haize. That's crazy. He's a tackling machine. He threw it. I just think that this year will be a good point to gauge Allen Woods. I'm just gonna give him a pass because the defense was ass last season, and he's gonna have better talent this year. But Luke Getsy, I need you to bring out your imagination in this offense. You got too many weapons. There'll be no excuses. I've seen too much of the same from the previous regime from you last season. Too many instances where it looked like Matt Nagy. I need you to use your imagination. You got the weapons, you got the quarterback, you got the wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs. Ain't no excuses for this guy, man. Ain't no excuse. You got to come out here and perform, bro. And then don't want to hear no blame it on Justin Fields. He can't run the plays that I call, and I call the right plays. Don't go 3rd and 1 and go back and drop that 10-step drop and try to throw it down deep with his 3rd and 1. You know, be confident. Be. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Luke Getsy a lot last year. He was like a chick with all areola and no titties. Like you gotta have balance, right?
He ignorant. Ain't nobody expect that one.
What the hell? He came from right field, left field with that shit, bro.
Haize got the O'Shea Ohtani news. It came from right field, bro.
What the fuck?
The areola the nipple to areola to titty ratio is important, bro. Like, and so we got a lot of we got some flashes of it. I need better balance, bro. I need better balance.
Oh, bro.
Hell no, man.
That's
this
funny.
Dude Haize, bro. I swear to God.
My boy crying.
It
For real,
came from the left field with that shit. I had no idea where he's going.
You ever say some shit that she'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?"
Because I don't know where that came from, bro.
Oh man. Oh, but no, I need Luke Getsy. We need to have a better balance. You mentioned it and you said it right. Like so many first drives that it was like, damn, Luke. And then even sometimes coming out of halftime, it'd be like, damn, all right, bro. Like, but then we'd go back to the ass Matt Nagy offense, and we need to get that together. So I definitely think need to see the step up. But like, I think with the improvement in the linebackers, we already know that we had a pretty damn good secondary last season. So adding that to the linebackers, and we're gonna have linebackers that are pretty good in coverage as well. We need to work on that defensive line. Once we get to that work on that defensive line, Allen Williams has no excuses, bro.
He's still laughing inside. He can't help himself right now.
I'm with you though, man. They got
real
get
talk,
that
bro.
together,
I'm like, I have no idea what's wrong with me. I'm sorry, y'all, bro. I have no idea. Why'd you go with that bar? Like that was
it's a bar, but I don't know why he pulled it out.
Bro, it makes sense. Oh, bro, you need balance. Hey, bro.
For real.
Hey, you're right with that balance, though, man. Allen Williams, man, though, I would have got to give him kudos for this, for development with the young players last season. Could we give him a little kudos for that?
Fair, yeah.
A lot of young pieces had a tough time early in the season, and they look pretty good at coming to the end of the season. So I'm gonna give him credit for that.
That's fair.
But Luke, dude, come on, dude, because I don't even feel, I don't want to say nothing bad about you because I want to give you your fair shake, but you look too familiar for me. I seen you somewhere.
You seen him in green,
in green,
and Dookie Green, and
coming over here trying to sabotage my team,
bro.
That's funny, bro. That's hilarious, man. But yeah, all right, moving on from that with the offensive D. That's funny.
Haize.
Hey, listen, come on, that's what. Listen, I keep you guys on your feet, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, I'm keeping y'all sharp. That's all it is. I'm trying to make sure the team's sharp, bro. That's it,
bro.
Can't argue with that.
So Braxton Jones is talking, and he says that Olin Kreutz has actually already helped him improve a lot of his weaknesses from last season. So, Mike, bro, Steve-O ain't on here. We're just almost some Haize and Steve-O. Where you see Steve-O at, Mike? We all don't look alike, bro. Come on, bro.
Watch as you.
Nah,
He's got a bald head now.
Mike's my guy, man. But what do you guys think about Braxton Jones already putting into work with Olin Krutz this offseason, man?
Oh man, I seen a lot of the vids of Olin Krutz standing in the back of the scene like Mr. Miyagi, and I seen Braxton Jones doing a lot of
sumo,
a lot of analytical work. I'm gonna call it analytical work. The little things about playing on the offensive line. I was very intrigued. He looked pretty good too. He looked like he could go in the UFC and do something good. This is very good because Olin Krutz is a Pro Bowl center for a long time, so he definitely can pass out some tips and tricks for my man Braxton Jones. I'm intrigued. He wants to be better at his craft, and you can always give him salutes for that.
So if we hear about Braxton Jones putting somebody in the locker room through the season,
hey, I want to see it. I'll be happy if I heard that, man. And don't forget, dude had a full suit on. Don't ever forget that.
That's wild, bro.
No, bro.
That's
But
wild.
I think the Braxton Jones working out is pretty damn good, and that's kind of why I came with he got a solidified spot. You got and kudos to him. You know what I'm saying? On CHGO, he did the little interview, and he was basically saying like, "Hey, he'll move to right tackle if they ask him to, but solidify your spot. Be the left tackle. That's where the money at, big bro. Get your money. Don't worry about it. No, we don't want to move to right tackle. Stay left tackle, but it's good in the meantime. You working on your craft. You want to get better, and it's good that he. Let's keep in mind he did have Tyree Carter with him too. So that's good. Could be another, a depth piece added to the lineman core. So that's good.
When it comes to J. Tyree Carter and Larry Borum, how you guys feeling about them?
I think Borum was okay. I'd still keep him around for a depth piece. J. Tyree Carter, I really don't recall seeing him much. But if he working on his craft, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe linemen, you can help them develop, especially if you do it the right way. You can help just about anybody develop. I want to see him, keep him around.
Okay, we didn't see a lot of Carter, but Borum, I definitely think he could be a depth piece to this team. Absolutely. But we still got to get better at that position for sure.
Fact.
Oh yeah, I think Larry Borum is the one that we definitely need to upgrade from. And that's not a slight on him because he can still eventually develop into a starter. But as of right now, if we're looking at anybody on that offensive line that needs to be replaced, it's definitely him. But it doesn't mean he's not still going to play a bunch of snaps because honestly, Larry Borum can play guard or tackle. Really, I think he played some tackle in college. So if you can develop him to the point where you're using him as a depth piece in either spot, there's going to be plenty of snaps to go around for him. And I honestly think having Nate Davis there is going to help develop him as well if he takes him under his wing.
Absolutely. And I kind of like how the lineman core shaping out to be anyway, because then you bring in Nate Davis, a veteran, and then you still got some veterans around, kind of like what we talked about early on. We want that, the young guys with some vets so everybody can, be led correctly.
And I wanted to say something about Braxton Jones. I know we got some draft videos coming up this week, but I just think that Braxton Jones he's going to right tackle. That's what I think. I think Paris Johnson is the guy. He's getting the left tackle, and I think he's going to right tackle.
I mean, listen, if that ends up being the case, I'm not mad at it either way because I'm looking at it like they both can play either tackle position. Right. And at the end of the day, at that point, we got two studs at the tackle. I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it. Keep it a buck.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. We got our work cut out for us. And me and you, we got our work cut out for us too, because we got to go over to a Bulls game.
Oh, bro.
Thank you guys so much, man, for tuning in for us today on Chicago Bears Central, man. We out here killing it. You guys know how we trying to do it in this bit. So we appreciate you guys, man. We're going to go ahead and get ready to head out. Bobby, go ahead and send us out, brother.
All right, man. Y'all already know. Y'all want more from me and Unc, hit us up on Shy Bulls Podcast. And we're going to be live calling in a second. So if you want more, tune in. And then go ahead and hit the main man up, Haize, at CEO Haize on all social media platforms. And once again, y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. And thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh,
absolutely. You can follow us collectively at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And lastly, you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, 773-242-9336. We out this mug. Peace, y'all. And that ratio is important. Ariel.
Oh, bro, balance is